Hey everybody, it's Trendy John here at Simpler Trading. So before we get started into tomorrow, I want to kind of go through what happened today, what we traded, how well we did, and get you prepared for tomorrow. As a reminder, Melissa and I will be on at 8 o'clock in the morning. So that's 30 minutes before the market opens. That's 8 o'clock Central. The first thing we'll do is go over the ES and the NASDAQ futures as we always do. We are future traders, option traders, and equity traders. We like to trade it all. But again, we will start out with the ES and the NASDAQ futures first thing in the morning. So this morning when we came in, we had a blueprint, and that blueprint will always look the same. We'll have a chart. It will have both those names on it that I just went over. We'll have some targets on it. We'll have some zones. And I just want to show you that because a lot of times in the central room, because I don't get to see you as much, I feel like, some traders might be, some new traders might not quite understand what we're doing. We are professional supply and demand traders. So you're going to see things like this. You're going to see a target to the upside. That's where we expect price to turn. And then we'll have prices to the downside or targets or these green zones where we're looking for price to move to the upside. Today was really nice. We had some longs that worked out perfect. And then what we had identified very quickly were zones on a smaller time frame. And those zones actually turned into a much higher time frame. So the 1 hour inside and down formations that you see here, and then we created some demand down here at the bottom. And honestly, this worked for us all day long. I must have took probably 6 or 7 trades out of here that worked all to the upside. And we also had trades that we pegged down here around 53.67 or the bottom, if you will, of this range as well. So, or 53.57. Trying to remember exactly what number it was. So things worked really well. But what this is telling me, first things coming into tomorrow before our econ data, which will be coming up on Tuesday, August the 13th, is 8:30 Eastern time. We have producer uh, price index. Okay, so core PPI, PPI year over year, core PPI year over year. Again, all 8:30 Eastern time. And what we're going to see tonight is, I believe that range will be the same. We're going to be trading in and out or around this red zone and this green zone. Now, if for some reason price pushes up into these red zones before the open, that means before we start talking in the morning, then I'm looking for a sell off. Okay, when I say sell off, I just potentially mean, hey, maybe we move, like say overnight, we move into this zone. What I'd be looking for is a rejection here, and then probably buys come in at around this 18,625. Okay, over here on the ES futures, if for some reason we push up here towards 53.86 to about 53.90, I'll be looking for a small rejection on that PPI, and then be looking to buy the dip. Overall, my bigger focus is going to be the higher time frames. Last week we came into the weekly demand. I wanted to stay long as this zone is holding. So that's the big picture Monday through Friday of this week. I don't care as long as price stays above this green box. I'm very happy with the trajectory of the move. And we could expect prices to move into our 4 hour zone, which are up here towards 55.55. Okay. And I will expect rejection if for some reason we move through that zone I just showed you on the smaller chart. Then my next target will be around 54.64. We'll see a little bit of rejection there. We'll have a pullback. I'll show you where to buy. And again, my overall projection, I'm not saying it's going to happen this week, but I do see us moving into this 5557 by 5602 as long as the green zone holds. On the bearish side, we'll talk about that tomorrow. I'll show you what's called the PMZ, and that will allow us to get on a short side or a bearish side if we need to. But again, I'll cover that into tomorrow. Let's go ahead and take a look at the NASDAQ. Look at the bigger picture. And we'll go ahead and click there. Same thing. This was all on your broad market analysis. Make sure you guys watch that. I cover all kinds of great stuff like the SPY, the Qs, looking at a quarterly chart, the TNX 10-year Treasury, the skew, all the things you need to know about, including the dollar. So when we're looking at the NASDAQ, you'll notice that we also came into this weekly inside and up. We were bullish out of here. Price pushed nicely. We had a hammer candle. But bulls, you came up today. We hit the 18,715 level. I told you we need that. That means we need to close over it. But you will notice that we are starting to go inside and up formation here. I'd really like to see, this hold over this 18,715 for at least 2 to 3 days. Let's go ahead and go over to the 4 hour. This looks the same. And this is the same chart we used as last week. And as long as this green zone holds, I'm looking for prices to move up towards 19,465. I don't think it's going to be easy. Things are really choppy at the moment. Our first line of resistance is going to come in at 18,964. And again, my trajectory that I'm looking for is a move into here. But again, if for some reason we go bid below the PMZ tomorrow, we'll talk about the short setup because, at this moment, this could be what we call an H formation where prices pop up into this cloud and just kind of roll over and come back into this demand zone. I call that the hopium pattern. The lowercase h pattern. Okay. So, again, tomorrow, 30 minutes, make sure you're here. That's how you get on top of this stuff. This is why we have so many traders making such good trades. Your first several minutes in the market, really, that's all you need in order to make some good money, is just to kind of tune in, know what our plan is for the first 60 minutes of the day. So can't wait to see you there. See you soon.